Hello and welcome back to the Embracing 30 podcast. I'm your host Caroline, and this podcast is all about being in your 30s and realizing that your life really isn't over and it's actually just beginning. How are we all? I've had a very busy week. Some shits went down in my life, but I feel like I've got my life together today. I was up at 5:30 on my day off, may I add, and I went to a hot Pilates class at a new studio, which is like half an hour away from me, but it is absolutely beautiful in there, divine, and got such a good workout. And I was so sweaty because there was like a hot yoga class on before it, so the room was absolutely roasting, but I got a good sweat on, and I'm off for the next 3 days, so living my best life. Today we're going to talk about scarcity versus abundance mindset, or it could be a fixed versus a growth mindset. So what we're going to do is we're going to just break it down. What is the difference between a scarcity and an abundance mindset, and how you can change your perspective and see that there's so many opportunities out there, and that when one door closes, another one 100% opens. So let's just jump right into it. First of all, like, what is the difference between a scarcity and an abundance mindset? So we'll start off with a scarcity mindset, what it means, how it shows up, how it manifests in your life, and what sort of impact it can have. And then we'll go on to the abundance mindset, and you'll definitely see the difference. Having a scarcity mindset is viewing life as like one big pie, and it's a finite pie. Like, there can't be more made. It's just the one pie. And basically, if someone takes a big slice out of it, whether that's in relationships, in your workplace, friendship groups, whatever, that there is not enough left for everyone else. So it's kind of the difference between like the glass half full and the glass half empty mentality. So the glass half empty would be the scarcity mindset, and the glass half full would be an abundance mindset. A scarcity mindset is when we focus on our lack of something. So we focus on our lack of money, our lack of time, our lack of possessions, our lack of relationships, lack of resources. It's just coming from a place of lack. So you feel like there is not enough of something. So you end up trying to hold on to whatever you've got, whether that be you are very cautious with your money, you don't spend it, you don't like, oh, you want to save every penny because you think there's no more coming, like no more's coming, I've got a fixed income and that's it, like I can't make any more money. And it comes from a place of fear or lack, and you think that if someone else is succeeding, then it means that there's not enough room for you to succeed as well. But what you don't realize is that there's enough room for everyone to succeed in every way possible. Having a scarcity mindset leads us to taking the safe route in life. So we are sort of born and raised to say that you go to school and then you go to college or university and then you get a good job, you then settle down, you buy a house, you have kids, and then you work and save into your pension so that you can then raise your kids to do the exact same thing. And there's nothing wrong with that style of life if that's the kind of life that you want to lead. Like, lots of people are very, very happy with that life, and that's absolutely fine. But I think if you said to people that you could have more money, you could have more free time, you could have better relationships, you could have a better job that you enjoy, no one's going to say no to that. But because we're in this scarcity mindset, we think that we're never going to be able to attain those things. Yeah, it leads us to holding on to things because we're scared that we're never going to get it again, or we're not going to do any better. So we hold on to our mediocre relationships. We hold on to the job that we don't really enjoy that much, but it pays a decent enough salary for us to get by. We hold on to friendships that we've outgrown because you're scared that you're never going to make new friends. And you count and save every single penny because you think that you're never going to be able to make more. I think in this day and age, where we're experiencing the cost of living crisis, which in itself is fucking ridiculous. Like, what do you mean cost of living? Like, I don't just get to live. There is a cost relevant to it, and you might not be able to afford it. But in the cost of living crisis, people are really, really struggling to make ends meet. And I'm not going to sit here and say that, oh, if you change your mindset, that, you know, like, money's just going to come flowing into your life and everything's going to be all hunky-dory if you adapt this mindset. But when you're focusing solely on your lack of things, it forces you to then try and keep a hold of whatever you've got in your life because you're scared to lose it. And I think it's caused by a number of different factors, but the main factor I would say is probably through your childhood. You've probably heard the expression that money doesn't grow on trees. Like, I remember being told when I was younger, like, finish your dinner, there's children starving in the world. And we're brought up to believe that there's not enough money, there's not enough, everything's a finite resource. And it can lead to us having a scarcity mindset later on in life, because that's what we've been brought up around. We've been brought up around people saying, oh, we can't afford that, or that's not in our budget, or we don't have time to do that. You've probably seen it. Like, you see it all the time. You see it with like your friends and your family, like people at work. They will complain about the job and say they hate it, but they can't see another way out because they think that the pension scheme is good, or like the salary is decent. But if you're like hating your job, what's worse is like jumping into the unknown and finding out that there is other jobs out there, or you're just not uncomfortable enough to take that leap. And it's because you're scared that you're not going to find anything else. Or people are in relationships and they're being treated like shit by their partner, but they think they're not going to find anyone better. Oh, like they're good 95% of the time, but that other 5% is like horrendous, but they're going to tolerate it because they don't feel like they're going to find what they deserve elsewhere. And yeah, the kind of climate that we're in at the moment, it is forcing us to be more scarce. It's forcing us to live in this scarcity mentality because people are struggling to pay their bills. They're struggling to put food on the table, struggling to put clothes on their back. And that can also add to us having this mindset because it's like, well, I don't want to spend money on this, or I can't spend time on that, or I can't leave my job now because what if things get worse? But the change to thinking, well, what can get better, is where you're going to see a difference. So I'll just run through some examples of a scarcity mindset. So the first one that I can think of is you lose your job and you immediately start thinking, right, I need to update my resume, or I need to update my CV and start applying to other jobs. And you start applying and you're not getting any responses, or you're not getting job interviews. And instead of thinking like, oh, well, maybe I've just not found the right job yet, you start to think, well, nobody's ever going to hire me, and I'm forever going to be poor, and I'm going to be jobless, and I'm going to lose my house, and I'm going to lose my car, and I'm never going to make any money again. And you just spiral into this headspace that you're never ever going to find employment again, and you're going to be unemployed forever. Another one would be is that you break up with your partner, and especially in your 30s, you're like, well, the dating pool is like, the bar is in hell. Like, all that's left over is the people that nobody wants, which isn't true, may I add, because I'm single in my 30s, and well, I think I'm a catch, but hey ho. But instead of thinking like, oh, maybe I'll find something new, like you're thinking like, that's it, I'm going to be alone forever, like nobody's going to want me, like, you know, I'm a single mum with a daughter, like all of that kind of stuff, like. And you'll be thinking about, well, other people my age are getting married and they're having children and they're moving into like nice new homes. And again, it's that spiraling mindset that you're not going to find another partner, which is an absolute load of shit, because my mum and stepdad found each other in their early 50s and they are literally like happily living their best life. Another one would be is that you like drift from your friend group, because I think like when we're younger we have friend groups because we're at school, and then when you come out of school you maybe keep those friend groups or you meet new people. But the older you get, that you might change, your friend group dynamics might change, what your interests are could change, and then you feel yourself drifting from that friend group. And again, you go into that negative mind space of being like, oh, well, how am I going to make friends in my 30s? I don't know how to make new friends anymore. I've not made new friends since I was in high school, and I don't have anyone to go out with. I don't have anyone to go on nights out with, or go shopping with, or do fun things with, and I'm never going to find that again. And blah, blah, blah. Like, that is a scarcity mindset. Is you're always thinking that there's nothing else out there for you, or there's not enough of it all out there for you. Everyone's either married, or they've got their friend group, or they've got the dream job, and you feel like you're never going to get there because everyone else has already picked up all the good ones. Everyone's already picked the good partners. They've picked the good men. They've picked the good girlfriends. They've picked the good whatever it is. And you think, well, there can't be anything left for me because everyone else has got what I want. So there's nothing left for me. But an abundance mindset is the opposite of a scarcity mindset. So it's the mindset that anything out there is yours to attain. If you want it and you want to pursue it and you want it bad enough, like, you're going to be able to get it. You don't see it as like there's this one path that everyone goes down. You see it as there's all these little paths that you can go off and they all lead to the same endpoint. So if you get to a break in the road, or you come to a dead end, let's put it like that. So if you're traveling down a road and you're traveling down a road to, right, I want to be, oh my God, give me a job title. Right, I want to be a joiner. I want to be a joiner, but I'm 30 years old. Right. So to become a joiner, I need to be an apprentice first. Right. Let me find out how to become an apprentice. Oh, right. Nobody takes on an apprentice at 30 years old. Oh, well, guess that dream's over. That's a scarcity mindset. If you had an abundance mindset, you would think, right, well, if I can't get an apprenticeship, there must be another route in. There must be another way that I can get to the dream that I want of becoming a joiner. I don't know why I've picked being a joiner, but we will continue on with it. Right, okay, well, can I do a college course in the evenings that's going to get me the qualifications that I need? Can I start off, I don't even know what you start off as a joiner. There's like a name for it and they basically just run about. Can I start off as one of them and then work my way up and say, well, if I do that, can you support me in my training and whatever to become a joiner? Reaching out to different companies, independent companies, and being like, hi, I'm 30 years old. I've never done it before. I want to be a joiner. Can you help? Give me some advice. That's an abundance mindset. You haven't just thought, right, well, it's not going to work out for me. You're like, how can I make this work for me? It's a positive mindset shift that makes you think there's opportunities all around us. And there is. We live in a time where the opportunities are endless. Like, we are the most advanced society has ever been. Women could not even work like 150 years ago. Like, we could not even earn our own money, open up our own bank accounts, and be independent. Yet people sit in this mindset that we can't do anything. We're stuck. Like, I'm always going to be stuck in this dead end job, and I've got to stay in this shit relationship because I don't have any other options. Like, the abundance mindset is there is endless options out there. No matter what I want to do, like, anything is achievable. That is the mindset that we're striving towards. And like I said, it's not going to completely fix your outlook, it's not going to fix your life, but having this outlook, when you're looking for opportunities, like, trust me, you're going to find them. Like, just trust me that if you see it this way, like, the possibilities are endless. You can do whatever you want to do. Seeing other people achieve the things that you want to do shouldn't be like, oh, well, if they're doing it, then I can't do it. Like, well, someone else has already filled that gap, if you will. Like, no, that's not the case. Like, if someone else is doing what you want to do, that means that there is opportunity for you to do the same thing. You can also go out there and chase your dreams, because if it's working for them, it can work for me. If I'm willing to put in the work, like, surely I can do that. Like, that person started their own interior design business, and I would think, well, I bet I could never do that. Oh, I could never do an interior design business. I don't have the time. I don't have this. I don't have that. Or you could be like, oh my God, they've done that. I want to do that. Why can't you do that? Why can't you do the exact same thing? Obviously, not the exact same thing, but you can also create those opportunities for yourself. You just need to be willing to look for them. And the thing is, as well, when people do make it, if you will, and that's different for everyone. Like, you know, if you've made it, it's maybe you've bought your 4-bedroom house, or if you've made it, you've got that promotion at work, or if you've made it, you've got 1 million followers on Instagram. Everyone's always like, oh, you're so lucky. Oh, you're so lucky that that happened for you. But they don't see the hard work and determination and the belief that in yourself that you've clawed through all of the shit to get to where you want to be. People only congratulate you on your success when you've got there. Nobody is willing to support you when you're on your journey. Or some people are, but most people won't. I'm just going to go through the examples of what we had for the scarcity mindset, but put an abundance mindset twist on it. So what was the first one that I spoke about? So you lost your job, and instead of spiraling and thinking you're never going to find a job that you like again, you start applying for jobs that you're not even qualified for. You meet 50% of the qualifications. You meet the bare minimum that they're requesting, and you think, fuck it, I'm just going to apply for it anyway. What's the worst that can happen? No. The worst that can happen is someone saying no to you. And then you go, okay, well, I tried. Moving on to the next thing. You reach out to people who inspire you, or people who are working in the area that you want to work in, or they've got expertise in there. You can go on LinkedIn. Social media is insane for creating opportunities and connecting with like-minded people. If there's someone out there that does the job that you want to do, message them. Hi, I'm looking to get into your line of work. this is what I've got so far. What would you recommend I do to make me more appealing to employers? Or, hi, I really want to get into your company. Do you know of any positions that are going? You are literally trying to find and see opportunities as your way into a new career. And like I said, if one door closes, another one opens. Like if it's not like door shut, right? That's it. End of story. I genuinely believe one door closes and 10 other doors open. You just need to find them. Like you need to find the doors that are opening. You break up with your partner, like I said, and you could go through the, oh my god, the dating apps are shit and men are shit, and people that know me on a personal level know that is what I think. But like when I say men are shit, I'm not saying all men are shit, right? When I'm saying men are shit, the men who are shit know that I'm speaking about them. Not everyone is a piece of shit. Not every man is a piece of shit. But it makes me harder to believe that the more I'm saying it. But anyway, sidetracking. So you've broke up with your partner. Instead of being like, I'm never going to find anyone else, no one else is going to love me, like all the good men are gone. Like you see it as an opportunity to be like, oh well, good riddance. The trash took itself out. Like the rubbish took itself out. I don't need to deal with that anymore. Like that's great. I can focus on me and making myself the best version of myself. I've got more time to myself. You can put yourself out there. Like you can literally put yourself out there. Go out on solo days. I'm not even joking you. The amount of people that will speak to you when you're out by yourself is ridiculous. I went out on a solo date myself last year. I went to a new restaurant. No, it wasn't new. I went to a new restaurant for me. So I took myself out for dinner and then I was going to go for a couple of drinks afterwards. So I went to a restaurant. I spoke to the bartender for, I'm not even joking you, like probably about 2 hours. He just kept making me cocktails, giving me food, telling me all about the place and about his life. And I told him about my life and blah, 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 blah. And then I said to him, where should I go next? Recommend me a place to go next. And he wrote down like a list of all the places that I should go. So I went to another bar and then I went to another one. And then another person spoke to me, another man spoke to me. And we were just chatting absolute shit. And I'm not going to lie, I was fucking steaming at this point. But we sat and spoke for probably like an hour and a half. Not anything of substance. Not like, not well, maybe we did. I can't even really remember. And we spoke for like an hour and a half. And people will approach you when you're out by yourself because it actually shows that you're confident, shows that you're comfortable in your own skin. You quite happily go out and enjoy your company by yourself because you're that bitch. You are fucking, like, I think it's fucking cool when girls go out and do stuff by themselves. I think it's so fucking cool when girls can go out and do things like not even take themselves out for dinner if they go on like a day out, they go to a fitness class by themselves, if they go out for coffee by themselves, if they go to another country by themselves, like that is so fucking cool. Like you're not telling me that's not cool. And who wouldn't want to speak to someone that has that level of aura? Like that level of like self-belief, self-respect, like self-confidence. You can't tell me that's not attractive. I went on a bit of a tangent there, but like instead of closing yourself off and thinking you're never going to find the relationship again, you can try the dating apps, which I know are a load of shit, but they do work for some people. You can go speed dating. There are so many events these days that are for single people that they can go out and meet each other, but you just need to be willing to put yourself in that place. You need to push yourself outside your comfort zone, and then the opportunities will come. The opportunities for anything, whether that's work, relationships, friendships, like online opportunities, whatever it is, they are not going to happen if you're sat in your house. No opportunities are going to come to you if all you do is go to work and come home and sit in front of the TV. The opportunities are only going to come to you if you push yourself outside your comfort zone and try something new. Again, like your friendship group. So if you've outgrown your friendship group, you could spiral and be like, I'm never going to find friends again. That's me. I'm never going to find friends again. I'm going to be by myself and live alone with 10 cats. No. You're going to join a run club, join a book club. You're going to put a post out on Facebook in your local community and be like, hi, I'm looking for new friends. I like this, 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 and this. Does anyone want to do that with me? Book yourself onto retreats. There's fucking Bumble for friendships. You can literally find girl friendship groups on dating apps. Like the opportunities to make new friends are endless. You just need to go to places where people are doing the same thing. Like I said, you're not going to find that in your house. You're not going to find your new friends sitting in your house unless you're going to message people on Instagram and be like, hi, I think you're really cool, but most people aren't going to do that, are they? But That's the abundance mindset, is you're like, right, well, let me put myself out there. Let me go and find those opportunities. Let me literally grab life by the balls and let's fucking go for it. Because when you're in a scarcity mindset, like if you're in a scarcity mindset and you've got no friends, you've got no relationship, and you think you've got no money, you can't even spare a fiver to go out and go for coffee. You can't spend £10 to go to a fitness class that you really want to go to. And then, you're going to have to put yourself out there and speak to people. But would you rather do that and feel uncomfortable and maybe feel rejected or maybe feel like embarrassed? Or would you rather literally sit in your mundane life and forever wonder, what if I did that? Oh my God, I wish I'd done that. I can't believe I've not done that. Here I am again for the 7th year in a row, and I'm still sat in my house with no friends, no relationship, no money, no job that I like, no fucking anyone around me? Or would you rather just sink your teeth into it and fucking go for it and just think, what is out there? Like, what is out there? Like I said, the possibilities are endless. Like, the possibilities for your life are endless. I can't even explain it. Like, the things that I have achieved have not came to me because I've played life safe. They've not came to me because I've got a safe life and I live by everybody else's rules and I'm scared to do anything. Like, the opportunities have come to me because I'm fine. I'm gonna climb Cringe Mountain. I'm gonna try and put myself out there. I want to make something of myself. I've made this podcast because I want to help other people. I want to help other girls in pushing themselves out their comfort zone, pushing them to live the life that they want to live, and not feel like there's not enough in this life for everyone, because everyone can enjoy their life to their maximum if you're just willing to put yourself out there. Oh, but Caroline, how am I going to change my mindset? Like, I've literally been raised in a house where we were eating beans on toast for dinner, or I just can't see where the other opportunities are going to come from. So I've got like a few tips, tricks, whatever you want to call it, that might help. And I'm not going to say that they're going to change your life. And you need to implement them. Like, there's no point in listening to this and then not putting in the work. That you're going to have to fucking work for it. But the first thing is, you need to focus on what you do have. So if you feel like you've lost something, like you feel like you've lost your job, or you've lost your partner, or you've lost your friends, or you've lost whatever, you've wasted time. Like, we'll take the breakup, for example. So instead of thinking about, oh my God, I don't have anyone to spend time with, I don't have anyone to go out with at the weekends, I don't have anyone that I can sit and watch movies with at night. Think about, oh, well, I've got all this free time now that I didn't have before, that I was spending on somebody else who obviously at the end of the day wasn't the right person for me. I've got all this free time now. What could I be doing with myself? What is it that I want to do that I wasn't doing because I was in a relationship? Because, your relationship does take a priority when you're in one. So what do you want to do that you didn't have time to prioritize when you were in that relationship? Maybe you want to read more. Maybe you want to fucking run a marathon. Maybe you want to start knitting, or you love painting and you've not painted in ages, or you want to join a book club, or you want to create a friendship group. You want to create a run club. You have so much more time now because you're not spending that time in your relationship. You can use it to focus on other areas of your life that you want to improve. If you're in the mindset that you don't want to leave your job because you're scared that you're never going to find another one, redo your CV. Think about all of the skills that you've developed in the past 10 years that you've been working at that workplace. What are my transferable skills? What have I learned and what have I developed myself on in this role that I can take elsewhere? Like I said, reach out to people on LinkedIn, reach out to people in other companies, reach out to other areas of the business that you're already in. You don't have to just be like, well, I quit, that's it, I quit my job, because nobody's got the ability to do that. Let's be real. Nobody has the ability to just up and leave their job. But if you can be putting in steps to then potentially leave your job that you hate, then why aren't you doing that? Like, what is stopping you from doing that? The second point is, you need to surround yourself with people who have an abundance mindset, or people who have a similar mindset to it. Like, they don't need to be fucking delusional like me, but people that have an abundance mindset. When you're around an energy vampire, there's got to be someone in your life that you're just like, oh my God, all they do is talk negatively. Like, everything's always such an issue, everything's a moan, everything's shit, their life shit, their job shit, their partner shit, their relationship shit, they've got no friends, like their sleep schedule shit, like everything is just shit. It's an absolute drain on your emotions, it's a drain on your soul, it's a drain on your positivity. And I have no time for that. I don't have time for your negativity. Get your negativity and get away from me. I can't deal with it. Now, I'm not saying that I'm perfect so I don't have negative days. Like, I 100% do. But that's why you need to surround yourself with people who have a positive mindset, who can pull you out of it. Because if you surround yourself with people who have a negative mindset and a negative perception and a scarcity mindset, they're going to drag you down to their level. And I'm telling you now, based on experiences I've had, because there's a couple of people that I know that are fucking energy vampires, like the worst. And they will literally just drag you down with them. If you can't get away from it, like, they will literally drag you down to their level. Instead of trying to reinforce positivity and try and perk you up and make you feel better, they will just make it worse. If you say, oh, I really don't like I can't be arsed with this place anymore, like I'm sick of this, I'm sick of that, or I can't be bothered with this, they'll be like, yeah, me either, it's so shit, isn't it? Like, oh my god, it's actually the worst, isn't it? Blah 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 blah. And you both spiral together and it will just make everything so much worse. So you need to surround yourself with people who have an abundance mindset. You want to surround yourself with people who see the opportunities, who are like, yeah, fucking go after it. Yes, you can get that job. Yeah, you can leave that fucking relationship. Fuck that cunt. Like, fuck that relationship. Or, you know what, your friend shouldn't be treating you like that. Like, get rid. Get rid. Because if you don't have people surrounding you and backing you up and reinforcing that you're making the right decision, you're just going to end up in the scarcity mindset and it's just going to drag you down. The last one is you just need to be more grateful. And that sounds fucking shit. It might sound patronizing. It might sound fucking, I don't know, woo woo. But be grateful for what you have. And I think a lot of people say, oh, like, what have I got to be grateful for? And like, I will literally list so many things that you can be grateful for. You can be grateful for your eyes for seeing, your ears for hearing, your sense of touch, your sense of smell, your sense of taste. The fact that your legs work, your arms work, you can run, you can dance, you can sing, you can use your voice, you can do whatever you want to fucking do. You've got a roof over your head, you've got food in your belly, you've got clothes on your back, you've got hot running water, you've got heating in your house, you have a car that you can get to work, you have a job that pays you, you have a job with great benefits. We've got free NHS healthcare in the USA, in the UK. I'm grateful that I've got a comfortable bed to sleep in. I'm grateful that I have shoes that I can wear. I'm grateful that I have family around me. I have friends around me. I'm grateful that I still have my grandparents here. I'm grateful for the relationship I have with my sister. I'm grateful for the relationship I have with my daughter. I'm grateful that I can afford the lifestyle I want. I'm grateful that I can go on holidays. I'm grateful that I can afford to go and get my morning coffee. I'm grateful that I get to sleep every night and I don't have sleep problems. I'm grateful that I don't have a chronic fucking illness. I'm grateful that I can breathe, like, without any complications. I'm grateful that I fucking wake up every morning. Like, it is that simple. Like, I've just listed all those things off and I'm like, oh my god, I actually have so much to be grateful for in my life. Like, I know that I am not at the place where I want to be. Like, I know that my life is not where I want it to be, right? And I know I'm working on it and I know I'm going to get there, but being grateful for everything I do have makes me feel like I'm like, right, well, I do have stuff to be grateful for. I do have things that I love and I enjoy about my life, and you know, it makes you feel like, well, I am fucking grateful to be here. Like, we only get one shot at this life. I'm not going to fucking piss it all away and not be grateful for what I've got. There is people who wake up every day and have a chronic illness, or they're fucking going through cancer treatment, or they can't walk. And this makes me quite emotional. And it's like, we take all of that stuff for granted. The fact that I can go out and do whatever exercise I want. I can go for a run, I can go to a Pilates class, I can do yoga. If I want to, I can go swimming. Like, there's so many people that don't have those opportunities. I don't know why I get so upset. And so many people take all of that for granted. There's literally people that would give anything. Like, people would give anything to be able to walk. It is something that we just take for granted every day. Fucking ruining my makeup. But yeah, be fucking grateful for what you do have. be grateful for all of the opportunities that you have and don't shrug them off or throw them away. People would literally give anything to be in your position. So fucking go for it. Just absolute make the most of it. Don't live with a life that you're not happy with. If you can do something about it, then change it. If you can change a part of your life that's making you unhappy, then do it. If you can't see the way to do it, figure it out. Try different things. Like, you've got to push yourself to do this, because nobody's coming to fucking save you, are they? Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody's coming to get you a new job. Nobody's coming to fucking make you end that relationship that you're not happy in. No one's going to make you give up the friends that aren't that fucking good for you. Nobody's going to come and save you. Nobody's going to put in the hard work. It's only you that can do that. And I really hope you fucking do it. I got so emotional at the end of that. I'm so sorry. But I really hope that some of that resonated with you. If it did, please like, comment, share it with someone that you think needs to fucking hear this. And I will see you all next week. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Embracing 30 podcast. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.